So I realized the other day that all of this is really occupying a large amount of my thought. And because of it, I'm probably more stressed. I'm probably a little more irritable. I feel a little bit not as sharp mentally because so much of my thought is devoted to not really worrying, but just almost trying to predict what's coming in next. I'm trying to take in all this different info, and I'm trying to make a prediction on what's going to come next. And at the end of the day, though, none of that matters, because the only thing that actually matters is whether or not we're doing our job. And our job in this is the same. So if things get better in a month, let's say everything, this virus goes away, the economy kickstarts again, and we're back to normal. In a month, guess what? We need to be growing food. If things get worse in a month or 2 months or 3, guess what? Same thing. We need to be growing food. That's our job in this. That's what we need to focus on. And so we're planting out our entire field. And that is our goal, because what I'm looking at is, that's our role to play right here in our community. We've had neighbors left and right reaching out, asking if we have anything. And unfortunately, we don't. I'm a little bit behind the ball. We're having an unusually warm spring right now. I mean, it's not even April and we're already into the 70s and 80s. So we're scrambling right now to get things in the ground. So I'm going to go show y'all what we've been working on, and then we'll wrap up at the end. So we finally just got some nice weather. We've had about 3 or 4 sunny days in a row after a whole lot of rain. You can see it's still pretty muddy out in certain sections. But the good news is that we are going to try to get in the field today and really start working some of these beds. However, since we have these high tunnels, we've got pretty much all of our high tunnels planted out, which is really exciting. That feels good to have crops in the ground, have food on the way. But yeah, today's the day to just really try to get in there, if we can, with the harrow, and just really work all these beds and get things ready to be planted, because our goal is to have this entire plot, both sides, fully planted by the end of April. And that's an ambitious goal. We've never had that. This over here, we're just getting this to where we can actually grow stuff, because for the longest time, this was so waterlogged. And so we have built up these beds, we've trenched these pathways, and we've put in a French drain here. And now this drain's fantastic. Getting this going is going to be huge for us this year. It's going to pretty much double our production space. And overall, we're just trying to do the same thing we did last year, but better. I want better growth, better yields, better resistance to pests and diseases, and just overall a honed in system, because at the end of the day, that's really what's going to determine our success or failure, is how efficient we are at growing things. So that little sonic spike there is meant to keep gophers and moles away, and I didn't really think it was going to work. It was $20, and I thought, well, let's take a chance on it. But honestly, out of everything I bought, all the traps, everything, I think that's been the most effective. So I had this whole high tunnel seeded, and then we just had a major gopher and mole. I think it was mostly moles just tunneling all through here. And so basically had to reseed everything. And it set us back about 2 weeks, but I'm glad that I did, because rather than just, have 50% production and just deal with it and just try to, just to get things to market sooner, I'd rather just take the time to make sure that, our production is on point and that we're really making the most out of the space we have. In this tunnel, we've got more lettuce down the 2 center beds. And then for the first time ever, we planted out some fennel. So I'm really excited for this stuff. See how that turns out. And then this bed over here, this bed is rough because it takes on a ton of water from, just kind of everything up the hill, kind of coming down this way, and it hits this bed first. And so what we're gonna do here is potatoes. Yep, that's okay. So normally I would never plant potatoes in a tunnel. This is typically reserved for high value crops like tomatoes and greens and things like that. But my logic is this. I've never gotten this bed to produce very well. And I think potatoes will be perfect because here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna lay them on. We're gonna put on a layer, we'll put a layer of straw, potatoes, dirt, straw, and we'll just keep on building it up. That way, when we harvest the potatoes, we're gonna have about 4 inches of just good biomass in here that is really gonna help this bed be able to produce in the future. So maybe I sacrifice it for this year, but in the end, it's gonna help all of these beds because it's gonna help soak up excess water. We're gonna get potatoes out of it, and in the future, we'll have a nice built-up bed to do another high-value crop in. Okay, here we are in our tunnel. We've got our autoflower hemp plants. We're gonna actually be doing seeds from these, so stay tuned for that. You can see they're just starting to bud up now. I've got some cuttings from my friend Sean, some grape cuttings. You can see they're starting to bud. And then these are the rest of the things we need to get in the ground. We've got kohlrabi, we've got chard that really needs to get planted, some cabbage, some broccoli, a little bit more kale. Then we've got our pea shoots here. And then down here at the end, we've got our potatoes just starting to chit. You can see there's a little bit of green there. But this is enough to do a 100-foot row, and $20 worth of potatoes is going to produce a heck of a lot of potatoes down the line. So, you know, this year we're not just focusing on microgreens and lettuce, and we are doing the high value crops because that's how we make money, but we are going to be doing a lot more sustenance crops for ourselves, for our neighbors, things that people can store, things that people can, because we just need to grow a lot of food. Got our drip tape down underneath this, got the landscape fabric over. Some people burn holes in this, but I don't have a setup for that, so we're just basically taking a razor blade, just cutting a little slit, and just kind of going in with our fingers, digging a little hole, and just kind of getting it in there, like that. So this will make it so that a longer season crop like cabbage doesn't need to be weeded. We should really just have to take care of the pathways, and these cabbages should be good to go. All right, that just about wraps it up. As you guys can see, we got some stuff done today. I left these tatsoi flowers because they're beautiful. We can eat them. They're good for the pollinators. We've got this entire side prepped and ready. We got some cabbage planted right here. All of our tunnels are planted. And then we've got this. This is the only thing that's not done yet. And I gotta wake up early tomorrow morning. I got up to here. Gonna wake up early tomorrow morning, get out here before the rain does, hopefully, and get the rest of this done. But the last thing I just wanted to touch on was stay strong up here. These are tough times, okay? These are gonna be psychologically challenging times for a lot of people. There's a lot of fear, there's a lot of anxiety, there's a whole germophobia aspect to this. People are isolated. They're not doing their normal things, so they're more prone to things like depression. And I just want to say, just stay strong, okay? And stay social. We can't, I guess, go and mingle with each other, but with the internet and social media, we can still stay connected, and that's going to be really important right now. So reach out to those you love. Call your grandma, call your mom. Just let people know you care about them, and let's stay strong through this. That's going to be, I think, the biggest challenge. I'm not really worried about this virus. I'm really not, but I am worried about everything that may follow. And so the way we handle this situation right now, today, is going to really determine the full extent of the damage. okay? In times of panic, mental fortitude is your greatest asset. Stay calm, stay logical, and get outside and get stuff done. I mean, you cannot tell me you're out on a beautiful day like this, getting in the dirt, getting stuff planted. It's hard not to feel good at the end of the day. I really wasn't in the best mood when I woke up this morning. But, you know, I'm looking around at all the stuff we got done, and I was out in the day. I'm good and tired, and I feel great. So I just want to encourage everybody to start taking steps. Now, I don't know if you can start a farm right now. That might not be an option, but take the steps you need to take to become more self-sufficient, to become more self-reliant. That's going to be really important right now. And so in the comments down below, leave us a comment telling us what you are doing to take action in your life right now. And if you have any questions about starting a farm, starting a homestead, put those in there too. I will get back to you. I want more people to be living this lifestyle. I want it for more people because I think it's better for the earth and for mankind overall. So I'm willing to help any way I can. And like I said, just stay strong. You know, this is just the beginning. And so we need to take steps right now so that months from now, we're okay. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see y'all next time. If you guys like this video and you'd like to see more like it, leave us a comment down below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, visit us at greenshinefarms.com and follow us on Instagram at greenshinefarms. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.